Hello, 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 hello. It has been a little while. Well, it's actually been a week and a bit since I've been live in here because I've been skiing and all that good stuff. And usually I don't go live impromptu, but today I wanted to just pop in and say thank you for a couple of things. I'm just going to check that I'm actually live. Bear with me. Perfect. Let me know when you're here. Say thank you for a couple of things. There we go. So let me know when you're here. Let me know if you're joining. Say hi. Like I say, it's not often that I go live impromptu. You will have to excuse me. The glamour of today, the hair, the makeup, fantastic. That lasted. The clothes, honestly, yeah, needed to put my PJs on. Needed to put my PJs on. So let me know when you're here. Yeah, I've got see. Woo, woo, woo. Very excited, very excited. So there are a couple of things I wanted to say thank you about today. Hey, Nicole and Heather, Bernadine. Look at this. Everyone's like late night. Loosey-gooseys over here. So there were a bunch of people, and in fact there were like something like 140 odd people, 150 people almost, who took the time out of the day today to comment and say well done and say, you know, really amazing things about the interview that I did with Good Morning Britain this morning. And I wanted to pop in and say thanks because I haven't had a chance to go through all the comments yet. And usually I go through all of the comments and I like them and I'll like reply back to them. But I know that that's now going to take me hours and hours, and given that I woke up at 3 a.m. this morning to go and drive to do the television interview, I'm thinking I might be asleep in a little while. So I thought I'll just pop in here, I'll do a quick live, and then tomorrow I'll sort out my personal profile on Facebook. So I wanted to say thank you. You know, there are a couple of major thank yous in particular, obviously, to Amanda Ruiz, because, and if someone could tag Amanda, that would be awesome. So one of the things that I want to be really clear about with PR is that you have to put a lot of work in. And Amanda runs these amazing things. They're called pitch clinics. They're for her VIP clients. And she basically brings in a bunch of journalists and she's like, go pitch yourself, which is a little bit terrifying, actually, if I'm honest, even for me. And I love pitching myself. But she held a pitch clinic, and I want to share the journey, like, transparently with you guys. Ah, thanks for tagging her, legends. I want to share it transparently with you guys. So about 6 weeks ago, I think, Amanda held a pitch clinic with a really great producer at Good Morning Britain. And so she held this pitch clinic. There were about 6 of us, I think, on the pitch clinic. And this woman was amazing. She gave out some really good tips on like what you want to be thinking about if you want to, you know, speak on television, why you should speak on television, why you perhaps shouldn't. And then we all had the opportunity, all 6 of us, to pitch ourselves to this producer. And my heart was like in my mouth because I'm not really a TV person. I don't really watch TV all that often, but it's one of those things that I've always wanted to put my message out to a bigger audience. So I was like, oh, this could be a really amazing opportunity. So I pitched myself, and the lady was actually really interested. I was really fortunate. We had a really interesting chat, and then after the pitch clinic I followed up and I sent her an email and I just said, hey, thanks for all the tips you gave us today. I really appreciated that. So if you're ever in a room with a journo, please just send them an email and say, hey, thanks for taking the time to give some tips. After that, Good Morning Britain rang me and contacted me about 4 different opportunities. The first one, they booked me a train. I was on my way off to London and it got cancelled because of the weather. So I was really disappointed. I'd announced it all over social media, felt like a complete tit, if I'm honest. And then they couldn't do it. Then there was another opportunity that fell through again because of the weather. Then they phoned me about something and I couldn't do it because I was going on holiday, I was going skiing. And then I literally got back from skiing yesterday, massively tired, haven't actually unpacked my suitcase, it's just on the floor, like full of crap. And they called me yesterday and said, look, we've got the potential, we're thinking about doing this segment on Facebook marketing and Facebook data breaches, would that be of interest? And the reason I'm sharing this is not because, it's a boring process and I think you need to hear the kind of back end of it, but actually more because it's important that we look at the transparency of how these things happen. It's not just about sending a journo one email. It's not about just kind of popping up and, you know, hoping that somebody notices you. It's also going to be about a lot of opportunities that perhaps aren't right. And so, you know, a massive thank you has to go to Amanda for bringing, you know, me into the kind of pitch clinic in the first place, and for following up and for consistently pushing, you know, me to the forefront of people's minds and things. But also for anybody else who's thinking, yes, I want to go on television or I want to do any kind of PR, you know, you've got to be resilient. Some opportunities are good for you to say no to, and some won't come off. And that's totally fine, because it means that the right one is going to come up. You know, it's more important that you're open and that you're open to the opportunities, you're open to new things happening. So massive, massive thank you to Amanda. Massive, massive thank you to everyone who's liked or commented on my personal profile post. I promise you I will get back to them, but it will be tomorrow. The 3 a.m. start was killer, and I was in hair and makeup at 6 o'clock, and it's just starting to like go. So yeah, it's been a long day. And that's Heather Gray on Voxer, because she just ace. The other thing that I wanted to say was that an exciting thing happened. So when I was off skiing, exciting, something arrived in the post. I just want to share everyone, because I don't know who's seen it yet and who hasn't seen it yet. But to answer your question, had that a lot of coffee. I then also had a coffee when I went out for breakfast with my friend afterwards, and I was like, I need coffee to drive home. So the Smart Leader Cell 90-day planner is officially here, and I just want to show you this because I'm really proud of it. And again, another thank you has to go to Liz Wilkins. So Liz Wilkins is the ninja that we all know and love, and she's the person that designed the planner. So I don't know. There you go. It's in front of the camera now. So Liz designed and created this masterpiece. It is brilliant. It's beautiful. It's really everything that I wanted in a planner. And I want to kind of explain a couple of things about the planner, because it's not necessarily what you would expect from a planner. It doesn't have like a ton of like time specifications and things like that, but it's everything that I do in my business every single day, along with templates and along with little trackers and metric trackers and everything that you can use to help you in your business. So I just wanted to give you a little flick through so you can have a look at it and check out the amazing work that Liz has done, because I'm frankly really impressed. I know that some of you are waiting on planners, and if you're in the US, I'm sorry, it's going to take like 2 days, but it should, theoretically, it should be there tomorrow. That's what we've been told. But yeah, Liz got them all out. They all look lush. All of the stickers look lush. So it's all very exciting. So when you get your planner, you'll see that there's a little bit about how the planner actually works. There's a little video that you can watch of me telling you how the planner works. And then there's a little like from me and a little bit about what makes the planner different. I think that's the best way to open this planner. The reason that I made it A5, I think it's A5, Liz is going to kill me because she'll be like, no, just it's A6, and I'll be like, I have no idea. The reason I made it this size is because it's small enough to fit in a handbag, and what we've done is we've got a really nice acetate cover on it to protect the planner, to make sure that you can, you know, knock it about, you can put it in a bag, it's all reasonable, you can, you know, drop wine on it if you want and it'll clean off, which is why I have that on mine. So we've got a little bit here about what makes the planner different. We've got a little video on how to use the planner, how you can use all of the trackers, the metrics and stuff in it. There's lots of pictures of me, but there's also, for those of you who are particularly interested, there's a little picture of Max, which I'll show you in a bit. Then we've got the Smart Leader Sales formula. So that's very exciting, and that takes you through the whole formula and that I've used to grow it, which I'm really excited about. Explains it so that you can use it too. And then we've got the cool bits, okay, or what I call the cool bits. Oh, thanks, Jen. And hey, my love. Now I'm back from skiing. I'm like, hey. So then we have the sales offer template. And we look at, you know, why your people should buy, what they're actually going to get, what are the features that you need to put on the sales page, what do the benefits look like that you need to put on the sales page. And basically this is going to help you write all of your sales pages, okay, this template here. So we've got that you're going to use in your planner, and you've got blank spaces. I'm really crap at knowing where the camera is on this laptop, but blank spaces there so that you can fill it out as well, which is awesome. So we've tried to put in as many blank spaces as we possibly can so that you can create a bunch of sales pages and easily not have to worry. Then we've got KPIs, because I am really watching everybody in the online world struggle because they don't know how they're making the revenue, right? Accidental success is a really big thing in this industry, and KPIs stop that. KPIs help you manage your own success. They help you plan for it. They help you understand how you're going to make money, and how you can manage that long term, which is something that I think is really important. Okay, so obviously if you don't think it's important, that's cool, but it really is. Then we've got your financial tracker. Again, this is what I use in my business, albeit now in a very pretty format, looks really nice. And it's exactly what I've had on my desk on post-it notes for the last 3.5 years. It takes you through understanding your financial plan, so how to track your finances, not just the boring stuff, but also all the minutiae that goes into your business, all the miscellaneous stuff, how to you know, have fun with your money, and how to track it so that you don't feel like tracking boring or crap or awkward. It's just designed to be there. It's just designed to be really practical for your business. And then we've got a money making activities tracker and a picture of Max. Yay! So anyone that buys a planner, you will get an obligatory photo of Max, which he's very excited about. He's excited to be famous. And the money making activities, I actually tell you in the planner what constitutes a money making activity, what you need to be doing every day, how many of them, and it gives you space to write out the ones that you want to do and how often and all that kind of thing. And then we talk about branding and visibility. So everyone who's watching this will know that my business, I always say there are only 3 things you need to do every day: sales, learning development, branding, visibility. And that's the exact cornerstone that the planner's been built on. So in the planner, I explain everything, how it works. I give examples of branding activities, credibility, visibility activities. There's lots of room for you to create your own. And again, you can go through that. And then it's learning and development, which again, beautiful, very exciting. And it talks about professional and personal learning and development because they're both really important, okay? Then we've got a day in the life of Jess. So you can see exactly how I plan out my real day. This has been taken from my exact calendar. When I saw it, I was a bit shocked. bit shocked that those are the pages that we'd used, because one of them literally is lunchtime and an episode of Criminal Minds. So if you really wonder about just how flexible my days are, this is taken from my exact calendar, and one of the entries is lunchtime and an episode of Criminal Minds, and another entry is ski lesson. So when you get the planner, don't be surprised that it does actually look like my actual life. We then have a day kind of commitment statement. So there's a little commitment statement there. Jen, you put in the plan legend. I'm like, thank you. Oh, that's made me all warm and fuzzy. I really appreciate that. Thanks. So we have a little commitment tracker. I'm all embarrassed now. Little commitment tracker so you can commit to actually doing the work for 90 days, because ultimately you doing the work is the bit that's going to help you get to where you want to be. The planner will do everything else for you, but you've actually got to do it. And then we look at your KPIs. Okay, and this is the important bit. This is where you're going to set your own KPIs. It's going to be what you look back at the end of the month to work out what it is that you did that month that really worked, that generated revenue, and what didn't work. And it's where you're going to be able to keep track for 90 days of all the great things that you've done and how you're going to be able to predict and scale your income in a really simple way, because you're only going to be focusing on 3 activities at a time. There aren't hundreds, okay? So this isn't one of those things where you write a massive to-do list. I really didn't want that. I wanted it, so I had to find the link. I love that. That makes me so happy. Now, this is where the planner gets different, and this is where I said to Liz, actually, I'm really nervous because the planner is so different from what is already out there. When you look at a normal planner, the days are, split into like 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. or something. Now, I have no idea who works from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m., but it's not me. And that's not the business I wanted to build. It's not what I want other people to do. I just think it's mental, quite frankly. So when I looked at my planner and what I wanted to do with it, I'm somebody who, I love to schedule, but I don't like always doing things at the same time. Sometimes I want to have a lunchtime watch Criminal Minds. Yes, there is tons of gold, unless you get the monochrome one. If you get the monochrome one, it's not all gold inside. So if you don't, if you're not a gold person, monochrome is there. But yeah, so when I was looking at how I schedule myself, sometimes I want to have a lie-in on a Monday morning until 10 a.m. And I found that having a traditional planner that said, but at 7 a.m. you've got to be awake, was really disheartening. Because I was like, I can still do the things I want to do. Some days I just want to start at like 12 and I want to finish at 8. Like, that's fine. Other days I might get up at 6 a.m. because sun's up and I'm like, woohoo, I'm awake. And I might want to finish at 2. So what we've done with the planner, which is different, is instead of going with a time, we've gone with KPIs. Okay, so every day, there we go, let me hold it like that for you so you can see it a bit better. Every day, your focus is on completing the KPIs, which is the stuff that's actually going to make you money, not the time in which it takes you to do it. Okay, so it doesn't matter how you spend your day, like not interested at all in what time you get up, what time you go to bed, how long you work. As long as you do everything that's on here every day, one of these activities every day, I guarantee you that you will make money. That's how it works. That's how it's worked in my business for the last 3.5 years. And that's not going to change. So this planner is not about what time is it, get up at this time, go to the shop at this time, whatever. It's literally about, these are your KPIs, this is what's going to make you money, this is how it's going to happen. And so that's what we've done. So there's no times in it. You can get up when you want, you can do what you want. The other thing that we've done is we've included a light bulb moments and notes section. I don't know about you, but it drives me nuts when I open a planner and I want to doodle on it, or I want to scribble on it, or I have like an amazing thought or, title for a blog or something, and I've got nowhere to put it. It drives me insane. So we've included a nice little light bulb moments and notes for you. And then down here, the really important bit about my business is that I go to bed every day and I think, have I made money? Yes. Have I made good money? i.e., have I made money that allows me to sleep at night and that is ethically produced? Have I made my clients' lives better? And am I enjoying my business? And so down here, we've got this little daily reflections bit, which just goes through, what have you actually done today that you can feel good about? How many money-making activities have you done? How many branding and visibility activities have you done? How many learning development activities have you done? Have you made any sales today? Have you bought anything today? So have you got any expenses? How do you feel about the action that you took today? And what 3 actions do you want to do or take tomorrow? And that's really important, because then every day you're literally just going, okay, did I do the right things by my business today? Did I make sales today? Did I make my clients happy today? Do I feel good about the business that I'm building today? And if you don't, you know what 3 actions you can do tomorrow to change it, right? It's not about having another planner that beats you up on the time that you've spent on something, or that you didn't spend on something, or that, coerces you into having a massive to-do list. It's about having a planner that you actually use to make you money. That's what I'm interested in. All right, so that's kind of a little overview. I'm just there's a little bit at the end of each section, so bear with me while I flick through. So at the end of each section, there's a monthly reflection. Okay, and at the end of each section, you can see there's a little monthly reflection that gives you the opportunity to look at your KPIs that you set out at the beginning of the month and look at what you actually achieved. Did it make you feel good? Okay, does your business make you feel good? Are there any goals on the list for next month? What else do you want to include on next month's goal list? And how close are you to your revenue goal? There are lots of little bits in here. And again, I've put all the questions in here that I use in my own business, that I use at the end of every single month as well. All right. And then you go into month 2, KPI trackers, and it's all done. All right. The other great thing about the planner, so if we skip to the end, which is all very exciting. If you go to the end, there's a bunch of like extra little bits. Okay, so there's a bunch of little extra bits where you can find out more about the Smart Leader Sell movement and about other resources that you can grab, free resources, business resources that you might want to use, all that kind of thing. But also, the planner itself comes with a video on the formula, how to use the Smart Leader Sell formula, the cornerstones and principles behind the planner. So you really can't go wrong with it. All right. That's why I want to make very, very clear. So if you haven't seen it, if you didn't see it on the website, I thought I'd just show you the amazing work of Liz Wilkins, because she has done an incredible job on the design. The quality is really good. I'm really chuffed with it. And I know that it's going to help people make a lot of money, which again, really, really happy about. Always good when people make money with your sales products. That's always a good start. So those are my massive thank yous today. I will go through the post tomorrow. I will say thank you to everyone that congratulated me, that took the time out of their day to watch the Good Morning Britain interview, that took the time to say well done, like it, all that kind of stuff. Massive thanks to Amanda, massive thanks to Liz for the planner. And I'm back. I'm officially black. I'm officially black? Jesus. You can tell I got up at 3 a.m. I'm officially back this week. So very, very, very excited to come back in here to do some more trainings, to celebrate. It's going to be a big month. There are some epic things coming. Me and Heather Gray are cooking up some epic stuff between us, which we're talking about tomorrow, which you will probably hear more about next week. So that's very, very exciting. And if you need anything, obviously, any questions that you have on sales or anything, just give us a shout. But I'm back. I love it. Joyce is like, I knew it. But yeah, so if you do need anything, I am back. I am currently tad tired from 3 a.m. start, but I will be back in here tomorrow. We've got some epic podcast episodes that have been recorded for your enjoyment. I've got some amazing guests coming up as well, which is so cool. And like I say, me and Heather are going to be on it next week, showing you some cool stuff that we're cooking up to break the BS. Right? That's what we're doing, right? So have a really, really lovely evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you are in the world. If you do want to have a look at the planner, yay! Feel free to go and stalk the new website. If you haven't already seen the new website, smartleadersell.com. You can go over there. There's a new blog. It's called Taking the Bullshit Out of Business. That's the new series, the new blog series that I'm doing at the moment. The podcast is on there. You can contact me on there. You can find pictures of Max on there. Basically, it's pretty cool. And I'm really chuffed, so everyone go look at it. All right, my loves, have a wonderful, wonderful time. I will be back in the group properly tomorrow. If you need anything, please make sure you tag me. My Facebook notifications are playing up like a nightmare at the moment, but I will come through the group and be going through and searching for any tags and stuff on my name. So if you do need anything, just give me a shout. I am going to go and live my rock and roll life, make a cup of chamomile tea, and watch a little bit of Criminal Minds before I go to bed. See you tomorrow, loves.